Hi, City Group leaders. Erica here with our first update and encouraging thought for our winter 2019 quarter. Here we are again. It's so exciting to see we're in the process now of onboarding new leaders into the fold and being able to reconnect with some of you that have been serving for a while. Just really awesome to see the things that God has been doing in this season. And I'm very, very expectant of what he's going to continue to do. Please be sure with the email that's attached to this to read through. I do have a lot of announcements this week. It's the nature for those of you who are new to our cadence. When we begin a session, there is a lot of pieces to know about, different things to remember, different things to take note. So it's not always this way. It's just our cadence right before a city group session begins. We have a lot of things to think about. One thing I want to highlight, which you're going to receive an additional email, not just from me, but from Siobhan, that the next 2 weeks, February 17th and February 24th, we are launching groups. We're talking about groups at church on Sunday. So wear your yellow city group shirt on both days and be available in the auditorium and be available in the lobby to have conversations. Have conversations with people, connect them to a group. It's not just help them in signing up, but also connect with them, because it's not just signing up, it's showing up to a group. We have a lot of new groups that are going to be available, and you'll be able to see all of the groups. Hopefully by this Saturday, they should be all loaded in, and you will be able to see them all. You'll see them on the website before you see them on the app. So that way you are familiar with them and you have ease in helping people sign up for a group. So that is the biggest piece right there, that your availability for all of you who are new to city groups, your availability the first 2 Sundays before a session starts are vital, because that's a time where we are really promoting and pushing groups. In the wintertime, we do not utilize the outdoor space, so we have to kind of work with the space constraints that we have inside the building. So we won't be doing as many handouts, or we won't be doing handouts and things like that at this time. But we do need your presence available. We need you wearing your shirts. So be ready for that. A really exciting time. So that is our city group leaders, our city group launch, which is this Sunday, February 17th, and the following Sunday, February 24th, right here at I-5 City. And with the busyness of this all, we have city group leaders training. For those who have not gone through training yet, you cannot lead a session until you have gone through city group leader training. So training is taking place this Saturday at Impact U Day. And if you cannot make it to Impact U Day, we will do a second one on Monday, February 18th. I know someone had mentioned to me that's President's Day. We're still doing it. Those are the 2 opportunities that you have to take city group leader training before the session starts. If you're unable to attend either one of those, and you have never attended a city group leader training before, then you're going to have to wait until the next session to launch your group. So I hope that you can attend one of the 2 trainings. That would be very good. So the rest of the announcements are in the email, so read the email. What I like to do now in this time is every time that I do one of these videos, I want to give you something. I want to give you a thought for you to keep in your mind, just a nugget for your spirit. It may be for you, it may be for somebody else, but it just comes out of just different things that I've been reading and studying. And one of the things I was reading today was based on in Luke chapter 10, when Jesus is visiting with Martha and Mary. And we've read this so many times. Martha's very busy in the kitchen preparing and serving and taking care of things. And Mary's at Jesus' feet, and Martha's like, Jesus, why don't you tell my sister to get up off her biscuit and come help me? And, that's the Erica version. And Jesus is like, Martha, you're worried about a lot of things, but your sister is focused on one, and you need to be focused on the one too. And one thing that I was reading today, this was really good, that I wanted to share with you, because it's so key in our culture. I see this in our culture all the time, and I want us to be aware of it, guard our hearts against it, and be prepared to help somebody else with it. But what I read was, it says, for many people, performance is a source of identity. When your identity centers around your ability to get things done, you will only feel good when you're busy, and any inevitable delays make you feel terrible. You may stress about what others think of you if you don't get it all done perfectly. If this is you, ask Jesus to give you a different identity, one based on a relationship with him. Now, in times when we are busy, we can run, we need to guard our hearts, because we can fall into the mindset that busyness is the normal, and that busyness is part of who we are. Busyness is not part of who we are. That's not part of who we are. It's something that we do. Sometimes in life are busier than others, but that is not who we are. It is not our identity. Our identity is found in Christ. When we base our identity, who we are, based on what we're able to do or how much we're able to produce, and God calls us into a new season or gives us a new assignment, we have a huge identity crisis and we don't know how to handle it. So that's why it's really important that doesn't mean you can't do anything in life. If you are going to be actively engaged in life, you're going to have busy seasons. Right now, being a city group leader, right before a group session, it is a busy season. It's a busy time. We do a lot of things to launch this, to get it up in the air, and once it's up in the air, we continue to fly that plane until it's time to land it again. But it takes more energy to get that plane off the runway. But our identity is not found in that time, in that amount of effort that we have to produce to get that lift off. And I want you to remember that you are busy right now. You will not always be busy, and this is not who you are. Do not get into a performance-based or a task do checklist kind of lifestyle, because the ministry that you are called to right now is extremely relational, and relationships take time. The people that you're going to meet with, the people that we're launching groups this coming Sunday and the Sunday after. And yes, you have to wear your yellow shirt. Yes, we would like you to be here for the huddle at 7:30 a.m. Yes, there's city group leader training. Yes, there's Impact You. Yes, there's all these things, but these things are not who you are. These things are tools to help you in doing what God has called you to do, to equip you to do what God is calling you to do. The things that will help you in guarding your heart for this is, as we're leading up to it, bathe your group and everything that you are doing in prayer. Don't wait for the launch. Don't depend on the launch to make connections. Start making connections in the spirit now. Start asking, Lord, who needs to be at my group? Or Lord, who needs to be at a group? Because we don't work just to connect people to our own group. We work to help connect people to godly communities all over. Don't forsake. There might be a divine appointment, a godly connection that you will make this coming weekend or the weekend after that has nothing to do with your group. It may be you sending somebody to somebody else's group, but it was a conversation that you were supposed to have that's appointed by God. And if you don't focus on the one like Mary did and sit at Jesus's feet before you go into these things, your ears won't be tuned to hear that divine appointment. Your eyes won't be open to see beyond what is in front of you, to have vision for the people that you see, not just sight. So I implore you, in this time, hold on to Jesus. grab onto him, dig your heels even deeper. Say, Lord, I will not let go until you bless me. Lord, I want to hear your voice about what's going on, what's going to happen in groups. Lord, I want to know who am I to connect with this Sunday and next Sunday. Lord, order my steps. Set up divine appointments that even as I'm going to get coffee, even as I'm going to check my child into childcare, as I'm walking to the bathroom or walking to the Dream Team Lounge, as I go on my way, Lord, line up, order my steps to be able to hear you and connect with somebody else and connect them to the godly community that you have for them. Be naturally in this flow. It's not who you are, but it is a part of who you are. Amen. But I love you so much, guys. I'm excited. I'm so excited for what God is going to do in this time in you and through you for the people of I-5 City and beyond. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me and ask them or ask Siobhan. One housekeeping item, I am going to be going on vacation beginning February 20th, and I will not return to the office until February 27th. So throughout that time, make sure you're connecting with your coach. Make sure if there's a question that you have that your coach cannot answer, Siobhan would be able to answer it. She knows everything that I know. So go ahead, and even more. She's got her own wisdom too. So these people are very equipped to help you with anything that you need. I will see you Saturday, and I'm excited. So God bless you. Have a great week.